So basically, let's talk about today's agenda. Okay, what are things that you'll be covering? So the first part of the demo would be, okay, what algo trading is, and being a professional or a businessman, why do you need algo trading? And then we'll cover the topics, that is how and what are the elements of algo trading. And basically, if you go to a traditional approach of algo trading, so what all costs are involved, right? And how SpeedBot is helping you out, reducing these costs and helping you how to automate your trades. And then we'll talk about the stakeholders of SpeedBot, the space of who all can use SpeedBot and why should you use SpeedBot, and of course how Flattrade integration can be done with SpeedBot. So I'll give you a demo as well, and to cover all these up, kitne bhav mein kitna aapko milega. So we'll talk in the later part of that demo. Yeah, so firstly, we'll cover up what algo trading is. So basically, algo trading is a mixture of financial markets with computer programming. Let's say you have a complex strategy and you want to have the strategy automated, right? Irrespective of you have a knowledge of the automation or not, right? Being from a technical background or a non-technical background. So you can have the mixture using SpeedBot platform. Right. And secondly, the automating set of rules. So basically, what does this mean? This means that, let's say you have a strategy. Let's take an example of 920 strategy, which is very famous on Twitter, if I may say. So multiple combinations of these strategies. These can be done using SpeedBot. Also, irrespective of how complex your strategy is, it could be mean reverting, trend following, or momentum-based strategies. So these strategies, you can have a mix of all these strategies, and you can automate it as well. So why do you need algo trading? So basically, like a few of us mentioned, we are a working professional and we have no time. So in that case, SpeedBot helps you out with the automation process, and on multiple assets, that is stocks, ETFs, and options, you can create your strategy without any manual intervention. Secondly, the precise execution with better entry and exit price. So for that, I mean, let's say you have a strategy and you want to ideate it. Once you ideate it and you punch it in a manual basis, but there won't be a case at 9:25 specifically, your entry time would be matching on a daily basis, right? In that case, what you need an automation of your strategy, right? And once you repeat this process for like 100 or 200 days, so in that case, a consistent discipline will be maintained. So in that case, you would be able to manage your risks in a very organized way, right? And now the easily scalable part. Yeah, once you have 2 or 3 strategies, a basket of strategies, right? And then you can, yeah. Sorry. Does it now? Hello. Hello. Is my voice clear?
Yeah, it is clear. But to someone, a couple of people, it says, the voice is a little bit distorted for a few people. So
just a minute. Now is it clear? Let me just change my mic then. Just a minute. Just give me a second. Hello. Okay. Am I clear now?
Yeah, it's now.
Yeah.
Yeah, clear now.
Okay. Okay. So you are able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, please go.
Okay, yeah. So I was talking about the scalability. Okay, let's say you have multiple strategies and you want to trade it on multiple accounts. So these accounts could be of your clients or of your family accounts, right? In that case, you want to have the same bunch of strategies traded on multiple accounts. So that's where algo trading comes into the picture. Yeah. So now let's talk about the elements that are involved in algo trading. So firstly, you need to have the market data. So by market data, I mean you have the historical as well as the live market feed. So that comes with a great amount of cost. And then, of course, you need to have your own strategy. So the retail traders, they are very creative about their strategies. So in the marketplace, you have the combinations of multiple time frame straddles and indicator-based option buying or selling strategies in order to capture the volatility, right? Apart from that, of course, once you have an idea, you need to validate it. So how you can validate it? Using the strategy backtesting tool, right? In order to check the viability, how your strategy has performed in the past. So over here, once you have your ideation and the backtesting in place, then later on you can move to the live trading part. Okay, in order to test your logic in the live market, you'll get an idea. Okay, no, the entry and exit signals are getting through as per your logic. If you go through the traditional approach of algo trading, so these are the costs which are involved. So firstly, like I mentioned, the market data consists of historical and live market feed. So basically, like Mukesh Ambani said, data is the new oil. And my friend, the new oil is not very cheap in India, right? So yeah, so the market data needs to be collected. So it comes with a good cost. Apart from that, the strategy development. So basically, if you're not from the technical background, so you need to put in these amount of charges in order to get your strategy developed and automated, right? And then you can move on to the live trading. So brokers such as, of course, Flattrade, they are helping out the retail traders in order to automate their strategies. And of course, in order to keep your strategy live in the live market, you need to have a cloud infrastructure as well set up. So now let's talk about how SpeedBot is helping you out with all these things. So this is basically the overview. Okay, basically, if you are a strategy creator, you can create your own strategy using the strategy designer. And once you have the strategy, you can backtest it. And let's say you have tested a combinations of 920 straddle on multiple times, right? Apart from the stop losses and targets. So you can optimize your strategy as well, right? So this optimization could be in terms of backtesting or during the live market conditions. So once you create your strategy, then you can paper trade or live trade it to check whether your entry and exit conditions are satisfied as per your logic or not. Now, who are the stakeholders that can use SpeedBot? So retail traders, those who have joined us, okay, or it could be the sub brokers or the investment advisors, the institutions. So basically, we have the dashboard we provide to these people, so they can use these strategies and automate it for their clients and for themselves as well. So basically, these are the features that SpeedBot provides. So let us go through all these features one by one. So risk management. So basically, if you are an amateur or a novice trader, if I may say, so you do not have the habit of journaling your trades on daily basis because it is a very cumbersome task to do so, right? So SpeedBot has a real-time risk management tool wherein your strategies, which are automated, you will get an gist of all the statistics, all the metrics that you need in order to assess your strategy in the live format as well as in the backtesting format as well. So you need not maintain those boring Excel sheets or Google sheets in order to keep your trades in an organized way. All right. The next step is the execution manager. So let's say if you create a strategy and you place multiple trades. So in the terminal, you do not get the breakup. Okay, which were your entry orders, which were your SL orders or your target orders. So these breakups are here. So once you fire an order from SpeedBot, so in the order section, you will get to know which were your SL or which were your target orders. So that comes under the execution manager. And being a strategy creator or a strategy investor, you will be having multiple strategies in your kitty, right? So in the portfolio management dashboard, you'll get to know which strategy has been performing well for you in the past as well as in the live form, and which strategy hasn't been performing good. Next up is the trade signal generator. Of course, once you fire an order from SpeedBot, so you will be notified about it in the same way. And the same execution would be done on your broker terminal as well. Right. And next up, like I mentioned, you can create your own custom trading bot. You can create, edit, and optimize it. So let's start off with a demo. So let me just go to app.speedbot.tech. Yeah. Okay, is this visible?
Yeah.
we can see. Yeah.
Okay, great. So what you guys need to do is, if you are a first-time user, so you need to sign up on app.speedbot.tech, and you can enter the required details. So I already have a demo account, so let me just sign in. Yeah, so basically this is the SpeedBot algo trading platform. You need not download any sort of software. We are a cloud-based algo trading platform. And in the portfolio section, you get to have two types of trading. One is the live and the other one is the paper, like I mentioned earlier. So basically over here, you can see one of the strategies I've made live. This is basically a sample strategy. So over here, you'll get to know the snapshot since how long this strategy has been running and what's the initial capital and what's the total profit and loss and the charges and taxes. So this is basically an estimation figure that includes the traditional brokerage apart from other charges such as STT and exchange charges. So you'll get an idea after deducing these charges, what exactly your net profit is, right? So let me just click on this. So basically this was run on a live trading account, if I may say, and this is the real-time equity curve of the strategy. And currently today it didn't take any sort of positions, but the historical positions you can track over here in the position section. And let me just expand one of the rows. So basically in this contract that this strategy took over here, like I mentioned, the charges and taxes, this is the estimated figure that you'll get to know on per trade basis. So we have mentioned that figure as well, how we have estimated. And let me just go to the order section. So over here, you will get to know the breakup, which were your liquidated orders, which were your entry orders or your SL orders. So when you create your own strategy, right? So you can have an idea, which were your SL or TSL orders in the order section, right? So let's just go through the detailed statistics of your live trading. So over here, let me just click on the returns. So basically, this is the month-on-month return of this particular strategy that I made. And over here, you can see the PNL in absolute terms as well as on percentage terms, right? And the number of positions it took on monthly basis, on daily basis. Yeah. Apart from that, the initial capital that is required, the period from which it was made live, the duration, of course, the number of positions it took, the total profit and loss until now, the charges, like I mentioned, the net profit, the average profit and loss per trade. So over here, you'll get, is it different from your back testing or is it very much different from your back testing, right? So that's where you can assess these results and you can tweak if you like to. Apart from that, you'll get to know the PNL summary. So this is basically the tabular format of the data of all your statistics in the live form, right? This is basically not the backtesting report. This is the live trading. And yeah, over here, if you enable this toggle of fees, so yeah, all the net profit or loss, including the fees and other charges. So this would be, yeah. Apart from that, yeah, in the heat map view, you can have a look at these statistics, the daily profit and loss, and you can change it into the tabular form as well, right? And other statistics if you'd like, so you can have it over here. Okay, maximum win-loss, profit and loss, average profit and loss per trade. All these statistics are mentioned over here, right? So this was about the live trading statistics that I wanted to show. Apart from that, let's go to the Discover section. So basically, we have some of the strategy creators as well on our platform who have their strategies. So let's say if you want to have a feel how algo trading works, right? So you can have these strategies paper traded as well as live traded in your broker account, right? So let me just go to any one of the strategy. Let's say I go on this strategy. Yeah, so over here you can see the equity curve, the average profit and loss, maximum, all. So this is the backtesting report of the strategy that I'm showing it to you. Likewise, the live trading statistics over here, you can see the charges and taxes, the monthly returns. So it is same as the live trading one, right? And let's say if I want to go live with it, so I just click on the terms and conditions, and I'll add the broker, add the duration, and I'll add the capital. Whether I want to trade it for 1x or 2x, that is up to my discretion. right? So these are the strategies based on one's risk appetite. So let's say if someone wants to have a feel ke how algo trading works, so he or she can use this discover section, right? So you'll get to have a mix of options buying as well as option selling strategies. So if I would like to mention, okay, we do not recommend any sort of strategies. So it is up to the traders or the investors' discretion based on his or her risk appetite, okay, which strategy he or she wants to use. Right now, for the strategy creators, I mean, I saw in the chat box, okay, some of you guys have created your own strategies, and you want to get an idea, okay, how we can create strategies using SpeedBot, right? So in that case, let me just go with the equity bot. I believe okay, most of us would be eager to know the options bot builder. So let me just go through this. Test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so basically your indicator-based equity strategies can be made in the equity builder. And let me just go to Reliance, or I can go to Adani. Adani ka haal kharab hai abhi. Maybe I'll create a short strategy. Just a minute. Yeah. So we can start off with the simple moving average crossover to start with. Okay, let's say on closing basis, a simple moving average crosses under, crosses below. Then we'll enter a short position. And in the same way, I'll cover my short position once my 20 MA crosses above 50 MA. I can put my stop loss and targets as well. I need to check which time frame did I take. Okay, so these are the time frame, multiple time frames that you can select from. Okay, let's start with the 5-minute time frame. And position sizing, all of these types of position sizing are present. So let's start off with a simple one. Okay, let's say if I want to short 5 quantities and I want to use the order type, so I could use it on positional as well as on intraday basis, right? Square of time has been mentioned over here. I can change it as per my risk appetite. So the initial capital, so apart from what margin is required to short 5 quantity of Adani, so I need to add a buffer as well. So that is up to my discretion, okay, what capital I want to define, and the duration of the back testing also can be looked at. And let me just add the exit time at 3:05. And during the back testing, if I want to check with the worst case scenarios, right? So worst case scenarios can be considered once you increase the slippage. So this is in percentage terms. So I can play around with this. And once I save and backtest, so I'll get an email of my backtesting report. So let's go with the option bot builder. Next up. So basically, this is something which a lot of users that come onto our platform have been using for quite some time, and they have been giving their reviews. So let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Over here, we support Nifty and Bank Nifty options, STBT strategies, the intraday strategies. So you can create your momentum-based option buying strategies as well as time-based option selling strategies as well. Over here, in order to add the leg one by one, so that is a very cumbersome task. We have these ready-made templates that you can use. So let me just add a straddle, the famous so-called 920 straddle. So talking about the expiry selection, we support current, next week, current month, and next month expiries as well, right? So let's say if you want to go ahead with the calendar spreads or ratio spreads, so you can do so by selecting the current week, current month, and the next positions as current next month or next week. So you can buy or sell it. Let me just add, So over here, like I said, okay, these two legs are added for put respectively. So you can, add the stop loss as well in terms of positions. Let me just go through these one by one, just a minute. So basically in the contract selection, you can have premium based selection as well. Okay, you define a particular premium on which you can sell your call or buy a put, if I may say. Apart from that, the ATM strike based selection can be done, and the percentage based. Okay, how far in terms of percentage the ATM can be selected, right? After that, the re-entry can be done. So re-entry, currently we support the cost to cost re-entry. Okay, let's say if you buy a contract at 100 rupees and its stop loss gets hit, and once again when the particular contract trades at 100 rupees, it will re-enter again, right? So you can have this feature as well in your strategy. So like I mentioned, all these strategy and trading ideation is up to the user, is up to the strategy creator, how he or she can be creative using the bot builder. Currently, people have been getting good amount of returns using this bot builder. They have been using the backtesting very extensively on multiple accounts, right? Momentum based strategy is there. Okay, let's say if you want to capture a spike in a particular contract, right? So you can define it over here. Apart from that, you can define the strategy target and profit. So strategy target and profit could be in percentage points, absolute terms. So by absolute, we mean on MTM basis, a lot of people, they have been bringing this demand, on MTM basis, they want to exit their positions, right? Apart from that, on underlying basis as well, let's say if you have selected the Nifty as the underlying for this particular contract, so in order to book a target, they want to have an underlying points movement. So once, let's suppose if Nifty moves 100 or 200 points, in that case, there would be a profit, right? Nifty moves downside of 100 points. So in that case, there would be a decay, good amount of decay in the call selling, right? So that's where the profit would be booked. Apart from that, the stop loss, of course, in the stop loss also, we have the UL and the UL percentage points support. So you can have a look at these as well. Also the trailing stop loss, for how many points of movement your stop loss should be higher. So this can be done on points as well as on percentage basis. So these were the things on absolute terms. You can do so for the next leg as well. Apart from that, the moving, let's say you have defined, let me just add the 30% thing. I've added 30% of stop loss on each of the legs. And let's say if one of the legs stop loss is hit, so in that case, the other SL, which is open for that particular contract, would come to the break even. Right. So you can use these combinations. And let's say if you name this basket as straddle, and in the same time, you want to run a straddle which is on Bank Nifty, so you can do so by just going over here, copying the entire set and adding it and pasting it over here. Yeah. And I'll add this as Bank Nifty. Okay, done. Okay. Just a minute. Let me just rename the set as Bank Nifty. Yeah. Okay. So this is basically the Bank Nifty wala set. And like I said, you can also have an addition of the STVT strategies. So you can do so. Is STVT. Once you click on this figure will get true. So on set level basis also, you can have the target profit and target stop loss done. That is on premium decay or a premium spike basis, on MTM basis, or on points basis, right? Same goes for the set wise stop loss. So let's say I define on Tuesdays till Thursdays, I want to trade my Nifty wala set, and for only Wednesdays and Thursdays, I want to trade my Bank Nifty wala straddle. So I can do so. And that too, let's say if I want to have multiple times straddle, so I can do that as well. Okay, let's say I take this entry at 10:20 and I exit it at 3:15. Yeah, 316. So I can do so. And once I click on the continue button, there might be some field which is empty, I believe. Just a minute. Let me just refresh the screen again. Yeah, that would be fine. I already created another strategy. Testing. Just a minute. Yeah, this would be the one. This is the equity one. Huh? Yeah, this would make more sense. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's create a simple straddle then. Yeah, it's working now. Yeah. Once I click on the continue button, as same for the equity builder, I'll define the initial capital. How much capital do I need? And I'll define the backtesting time frame. So over here we have mentioned for Nifty, we have data since 2019, and for Bank Nifty we have data since 2018 for current expiries, current week of expiry. Also the slippage can be checked over here. Once I click on the save and backtest button, an email would be there. So once I receive that email, a backtesting report would get generated, and in the bot section, I'll be able to see my strategy. So let's say I go to the backtesting section over here. Yeah. So basically, this is one of the strategies that I had backtested, and this is the backtesting result for that particular strategy. Now let me just go to the P&L summary. So in the P&L summary, you will be able to see how my strategy has performed until now. Apart from that, let's say if I want to trade this strategy live, so I can do that as well. I can either paper trade it or I can go live with it, right? So now let's see how we can use and integrate Flattrade with SpeedBot. Now we'll go to that part. So for that, you'll need to have a Flattrade account, and you'll need to log into wall.flattrade.in. So is this screen visible? Is this tab visible? Okay, perfect. Let me just log in. Yeah. And just a minute. So once I log in, I'll need to go to the Pi section in the navigation bar, and I'll have to create a new API key. So let me just rename it as SpeedBot. SPT, SpeedBot. Okay. So in the redirect URL, what I'll need to do is I'll go to my app.speedbot section. I'll go to the menu. I'll click on the broker. I'll add a new broker. I'll select Flattrade. So basically, I'll get the redirect URL over here. So let me just copy it. And let me just paste it. This is a test API. Okay. I agree the conditions, and I'll create a bot.
What is not showing?
Yeah, sorry to interrupt, Ashutosh. Your Flattrade screen is not visible.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me redo the process again. Okay. Just a minute. Yeah. You're able to see my screen right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me just go to Flattrade. Yeah, and let me just copy this. And let me just share this. Just a minute. Yeah. Now you are able to see my screen, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll create new API key. I'll click on that. I'll name this API as SpeedBot test SPT. But here I'll have this URL which I have copied. Yeah, from SpeedBot. I'll copy that and I'll paste it over here. This is a test API. I'll agree the terms and conditions. API already exists. Wow. SBT1. That will work. No, the short name. The short name. Yeah, the app name works fine. Yeah. So over here, the sample SpeedBot. Okay, this is the latest API that we have created. So yeah. So once this is done, we need to add the client ID, that is the user ID. So let me just add the user ID as. This is basically your broker ID, which you have been using to log in your Flattrade account. And I'll copy the API key for the API that I have created. I'll paste it over here. And for the secret key, let me just add the secret key as well. Just a minute.
Once again, the indirect URL what you have added is correct or not?
Just a minute. Let me just check whether the URL I've added, it is the same. Just a minute. Acha, no, it is not same. Yeah. Let me just add the. Okay. That was the API which I had created earlier. Maybe that's why. Yeah. So let me just add the new API key. And I'll copy. Yeah. And once I click on the add button, it will redirect me to the Flattrade. And let me just add the password over here. Click on the login button. And now it has been created. Let me just go to the menu, broker. Yeah, Flattrade is now live with SpeedBot. So all these things, all the steps that I showed it to you, so we have on our website as well, these instructions in our help guide. So people who want to integrate their Flattrade account, so you can have the steps documented. You can go through the documentation as well. So I'll share the link of the documentation with you after we have this meeting done. And now let me just dive with the strategy that I had created earlier. That was super. So let's say okay, I click on the agree terms and conditions button. I'll choose Flattrade, and for how many duration I want to trade my strategy, and whether I want to trade it for 1x, 2x. So that is up to my discretion, and I'll click on the go live button. So that's how I have created my own strategy, as well as I've made it live on my Flattrade account. So over here you can see in my account, yeah, linked with Flattrade. Yeah. So this was the demo that I wanted to show. Now let's go to the presentation. Are you able to see my tab of presentation? Okay. Yeah, perfect, perfect. So all these things, what value does SpeedBot give to you, and in what cost? Now let's talk about that, right? So firstly, like I mentioned, the historical data is there on SpeedBot, and you can test your strategies on the historical data as well as use your strategy on the live market as well. So that is one thing. Other one is the no-code platform. Basically, you can create your own strategy and you can test it as well. So that is the second feature. And the live trading through APIs. So brokers such as Flattrade, so they provide zero API charges and zero brokerage for algo trading. So that is a good thing. Apart from that, the cloud infra. So basically, we have our own cloud infra setup at SpeedBot. So these are the monthly charges. So in the app where you can see these charges, let me go through that as well. So once you click on the menu section, you can click on your name, and in the plan, once you click on the upgrade your plan over here, you'll be able to see the plans for all the pricing that we have. So basically the starter plan, you get to have one live strategy and 100 backtest credits on daily basis. So, you know, let's say you have a strategy and you want to trade it on, you want to create it and backtest it. So multiple combinations can be tested using these credits, and 3 paper trading bots is being given in the 100 rupees per month plan. Apart from that, if you want to trade multiple live execution strategies on your broker account, so in that case, the 1,000 rupees plan you can opt for. And later on, the higher charges of professional and ultimate, that comes around 2,500 to 7,000 rupees per month. So these are the things that you can look forward to. And now I'll be happy to answer the Q&A of this session, or any feedback that you guys have, or any questions that you want to ask. So I'll be happy to take the Q&A. Arokya. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you help me out with the questions, because there are a bunch of questions lined up.
Yeah, sure. Could you guide us for any strategy for option buying? Someone is asking for want you to choose which bot can be used.
Okay. So let me answer that. So the guy who had asked this question, who has asked this question, so let me tell K, you'll find all these strategies in option buying and option selling in the Discover section, right? So based on your risk appetite, you can go through the backtesting report and you can look at the average profit and loss of that particular strategy. And once you feel it suits your risk appetite, then you can easily paper trade or live trade it, right? And once you have the conviction, then you can move on to other strategies as well. We do not recommend any strategy suggestion to our customers.
We have a next question from Aradhya Argo Farm. So he's asking, yes, are we doing for stocks too?
You can able to okay, so by stocks you mean the ready-made strategies or the strategy creation?
I think he's not the call.
So the Ashutosh, question is not clear. Like the question is only
stock options is asking.
Okay, understood. So currently we do not have stock options, but yeah, in 2 weeks we are launching that as well. Stock options feature will be there. So in order to use create strategies in stock options, you will be able to backtest your strategies as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So next question is from Rajesh. So he's asking, can we use for Nifty 50 options? Do we have ready-made strategies to perform?
Nifty integration is done currently, and it is in the testing phase. So once the testing is done, it will be live. Currently, we support Nifty and Bank Nifty, and of course, the flavor is around Nifty and Bank Nifty, as you guys know. But yeah, of course, with the rising demand in Nifty option contracts and the rise in the liquidity, we are integrating Nifty as well.
Good, Ashutosh.
Yeah.
Next one is Manas. So he's asking, can we buy option on super trend signal?
Options on super trend signal. Currently, we support that feature in the equity segment, if I may say. And talking about the indicator-based option buying or option selling, currently we do not have that feature. But a lot of people, they have been coming with this demand. Okay, they want indicator-based option strategies created. So in that case, we are launching an upgraded version of our option builder, wherein apart from time-based strategies, you will be able to create indicator-based option strategies. So yeah, this is something that we are about to launch.
Okay. So next one is from Raju. He's asking, is there any charge for ready-made bots?
Is there
any charge for ready-made bots?
So yeah, that depends on what type of execution that a particular user wants to do. If let's say he or she subscribes to the Discover section, one of the strategies from the Discover section, and he wants to just paper trade it, right? In that case, he does not have to use any sort of charges.
Okay. So next question is from Anthony Raj. He is asking, is Remco available to create strategies?
So currently the chart that we support is a candlestick. Renko support is there, but on custom basis we do that. Okay, let's say if your strategy is a bit complex, so on custom basis, yeah, we do support Renko. But no, on the platform, it is not available. On the platform, basically all the simple combinations can be done. So that's why the candlestick chart is there for testing.
Okay, Mr. Sriraj is suggesting you to add a chat option with SpeedBot app.
Chat option with SpeedBot app. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We do have that on speedbot.tech on our website.
Okay.
Yeah.
So another person named Trader, how to BT or bot build positional option trading like Tuesday entry and Thursday exit.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that feature, now talking about the positional, currently, like I showed it to you, the equity and in the option segment, basically in the option segment, we have the STBT support, and the positional support, that is from days to expiry support, will be there within a week. So that is something that we have currently tested, and it will be live by next week.
So next question is from Kulwant Singh. So he's asking how many client account can we can add in SpeedBot.
So with the multiple accounts can be added with the ultimate plan that is of 7,000 rupees. You can have up to more than 35 execution. That is 35 demat accounts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Natarajan has asked the same question. Can we add FinNifty in your algo?
It will be there, Natarajan. FinNifty integration will be there.
So Mr. Rajesh is asking, is in live execution mode, the condition checking frequency is continuous or 1 minute?
It is continuous. Actually, when I talk about the word SpeedBot, it basically is how precise we are in our execution. I mean, backtesting is not our primary focus. Backtesting is an additional part that we give, but our main focus is on the execution, which we have done in a very smart way. So once people create or subscribe to a strategy from the discover section, so in that case, we will be able to have a feel, let's say on their 2-3 demat accounts, how precisely the entry and the exit orders are getting filled. So that's where we have the smartness that we have done currently for our clients.
And Mr. Ganesh is asking, can we algo for RSI and moving average?
Yes, if your strategies are in RSI and moving average, so and that too in equity, so you can create those strategies and test it as well as make it live. Yeah, that
so he has another thing like breakout 15 minutes algo can we create?
Yes, in equity it is supported currently.
So I haven't missed. So Mr. Raja is asking, is it possible to automate trade crude and natural gas strategies?
Yes, it can be done. But currently our main focus is on the FinNifty, and later on we will be moving to other exchanges as well. That is MCX and the USD INR, the currency pair as well. So yeah, that will be done within 3 months.
So Ganesh is asking, monthly short straddle position can trade exit with 20K profit per lot any time.
Anytime. You need to define an exit time for that. I mean, the exit time would be dependent on, of course, the entry time or on the stop loss or the target that you have kept for your strategy. So that depends on multiple factors.
So I think he's asking like whether it can be profit defined.
Okay, whether the profit can be defined. Okay. Okay, yeah, it can be. Yeah, on set level basis, it can be done. Okay, let's say on per lot basis, he defines a 10,000 MTM, right? Profit. And once that MTM reaches to 10,000, so yeah, that can be done.
So another person, Mr. Trader, is asking, can you explain how TSL will come keywords? Explain how TSL will come keywords.
Okay. Let me explain it to you in layman terms. Okay, on SpeedBot, how we are using TSL. So let's say you keep an activation value of 1,000 rupees MTM on MTM basis, right? Okay, once your profit reaches to 1,000, it will lock 1,000 rupees, right? And when you define a certain movement, let's say of 100 or 200 rupees, right? So that movement, once the 1,000 comes to 1,200 rupees, so in that case, you will have a certain movement in your profit as well, which will be trailed unless the stop loss is being hit, right? So in our example, 1,000 rupees comes to 1,200. In that case, 100 rupees trailing is done, and when it comes back to 1,000 rupees, the 1,000 rupees will get booked as the TSL. So that's how the TSL works. And currently, we support the TSL on percentage, points, combined premium, and on absolute basis. That is the on MTM basis.
Okay, so Mr. Ganesh is asking monthly short strategy positional can trade exit with 20K profit a lot anytime, overall profit 20K. What to do right now with SpeedBot and Flattrade?
So by shorting straddle of 20K target and 20K stop loss, does he mean on intraday basis or on positional basis?
I think Ganesh, you can unmute and ask the question, so it will be clear what you want to ask.
I guess we'll have to unmute him. Just a minute. Yeah. Mr. Ganesh, you can ask your question now. Please unmute yourself.
हाँ सर, पोजिशनल ट्रेड होगा और उसको मैं एनी फ्राइडे को डालूंगा. जब भी मुझे 20 के प्रॉफिट होगा ऑटोमेटेड वो बुक करना चाहिए.
यस यस.
तो 20 के लॉस होगा तो वो बुक करना चाहिए.
यस,
तो ऐसा करना, तो उसके लिए भी क्या करना पड़ेगा? फ्लैटरेट में मेरा अकाउंट है, स्पीडबोट में मैं अकाउंट बना लूंगा. तो उसके लिए बोट कैसे बनाएंगे? या मैं मैनुअल बना सकता हूँ इजीली, या आप बना के देंगे? उसके कोई चार्जेस होगा? उसमें
देखिए, ये आपका सिंपल स्ट्रैटेजी है और आपको जो भी अपनी स्ट्रैटेजी को क्रिएट करना है, जो प्लेटफॉर्म पे क्रिएट हो सकता है, राइट? हमारे प्लेटफॉर्म. तो आपकी जो हमारी जो ये कस्टमर एग्जीक्यूटिव टीम है, वो आपको रीच आउट करेगी इसके बारे में, और जो स्ट्रैटेजी आपको जो क्रिएट करना है उसमें आपको हेल्प आउट कर देगी. ऐसा स्ट्रैटेजी आप ही अपने एंड से बना लेना, कॉम्बिनेशंस आपको जो ट्राई आउट करने हैं, 20,000 करना है, तो उस हिसाब से आप ये हेल्प आउट हो जाएगा आपका. ऐसा.
तो ये जो है अपना प्लेटफॉर्म, ये क्लाउड बेस है?
क्लाउड बेस है. या
मुझे 9 बजे एक बार लॉगिन करना पड़ेगा, उसके बाद में हर डे मुझे 9 बजे लॉगिन करना पड़ेगा, इतना ही है?
करेक्ट करेक्ट.
उसके बाद में लैपटॉप और मोबाइल बंद करता हूँ तो भी वो एक्टिव रहेगा?
यस यस यस. मोबाइल फोन एप्लीकेशन भी है हमारा ऑन एंड्रॉइड एंड एज वेल एज ऑन iOS स्टोर.
तो इसका मतलब लैपटॉप की जरूरत नहीं, मोबाइल से भी लॉगिन कर सकता हूँ?
या.
आपका चार्जेस क्या होगा?
चार्जेस मैंने अभी आपको बताया ना कि आप अगर देखिए फ्लैटरेट के अकाउंट पे लाइव करते हैं स्ट्रैटेजी को, लेट्स से यू स्टार्ट आउट विद वन स्ट्रैटेजी, तो उसके इसमें 100 रुपीज पर मंथ का बेसिक प्लान रहेगा.
100 रुपीज पर बेस लॉट?
नहीं, पर स्ट्रैटेजी.
पर स्ट्रैटेजी. उसके लिए फंड कुछ नहीं. अगर मैं मान लीजिए मैं 50 लाख एक स्ट्रैटेजी के यूज कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे 100 रुपीज लगेंगे, राइट? एक स्ट्रैटेजी के लिए. और वो पोजिशनल रहेगा तो भी वो महीने का हिसाब से 100 रुपीज रहेगा, राइट?
Yeah, that is correct.
Okay, thank you.
So Mr. Trader is asking, like, total premium percentage mentioned in the SpeedBot is total premium collected.
Yeah, that is correct. That is correct. Total premium collected. Yeah.
So Mr. Aradhya Argo Farm. So he's asking, in the discovery option, all strategies with minimum 4 to 10 lakh. Can we have less than this?
You can, in that case, trading is a business, right? And for business, you need to have some sort of capital, right? And let's say you start off with your 30-40K. In that case, what we recommend to people is you create your own strategy using the strategy builder. So that would be more sensible in order to, you would not be blaming other people for the loss of 30 to 40K. Yeah. So in that case, we recommend people to create their own strategy.
Okay. So Ashutosh, I have a question. Right. So there is already there is a bot created in the Discover section. So if I want to edit it and I want to make some changes and use it, can we able to do it as a template? We can use it.
Actually, the strategies, the bots which are there in the Discover section, they are already created by the strategy creator, right? So those guys have got the logic, right? In that case, you are just subscribing to those strategies in order to have the profits generated based on their logic. So you would not be able to tweak or know, okay, what strategy is.
Okay. So if I want to connect to the strategy builder, can we connect to them?
Yes.
Option.
We can help you out with that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. If anybody wants to reach out, so yeah, we are happy to connect with them. Yeah.
Yeah. So Mr. Sriraj is asking, can please add strategy creation videos in SpeedBot YouTube channel? Still have some doubt, he's asking.
Of course. Srinivas ji, personally, if you have any queries, so you can reach out on these platforms in the Q&A, below the Q&A section. You can see that. And apart from that, of course, the video creation will be there. So basically, this is our main focus right now for the digital marketing team. And we'll be rolling out 3 to 4 minute videos of any sort of strategies, be it in option buying or option selling. So you'll get an idea. Yeah, for sure. We'll be doing that.
Mr. Manas is asking, in one strategy, if I add 5 stocks, then it will be considered one algo live or 5 algo live?
One strategy. It will be considered as one strategy.
So Mr. Raja is asking, backtest possible on MCX also?
Sorry? Okay, yeah. Like I mentioned, the commodity segment would be enabled in 3 months. So yeah, it will be live soon. Currently, the backtesting can be done on equity, Bank Nifty, and Nifty options.
And Mr. Sohil is asking, in the backtest report or else in the Discover section, drawdown can be seen.
Drawdown, yeah. All the figures that are there in the live trading, that will be replicated in the backtesting report. Nothing is changed.
Okay, so I think that's the question. I think Mr. Dinesh Kumar is asking, do you take market feed or data from Flattrade or third-party vendor?
Third party.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what about Forex or USD INR?
Like I mentioned earlier, commodity and currency trading will be there with SpeedBot in 3 months. So currently, that is something which is under development, and soon we'll be able to launch that. Yeah. So linking with TradingView, of course. So Aradhya Agro, can you just unmute yourself? I just wanted to ask, do you using TradingView, do you punch the orders manually, or how do you use that, if I may ask? Because I think this is a bit interesting, that linking with TradingView. Just a minute. Yeah. Please start.
Yeah, I'm punching order manually while taking signals from the trading. So are you having the same kind of linking? Can be linked like developer kind of thing?
Yes, that can be done. That can be done. Currently we do have that.
So any user manuals for this on YouTube? Any user manual process?
Of course, we can help you out with that. So let me connect with you after we end this session, right? So let me connect.
Okay.
Sure.
So I think most of the questions are answered. Like a few of them want to wants the video about strategy creation in SpeedBot.
Of course. We'll be doing that. The 3-4 minute videos will be there on our YouTube channel, so people can go through that as well. And yeah, that's all from my side. Okay, anything from your side?
Nothing, Astos. Thanks for the wonderful session, and thank you everyone for joining the session. And hope we will meet in another session with even SpeedBot. We will bring in Hindi session also, so it will be helpful for Hindi clients to address it better.
Of course, it was my pleasure giving the demo on SpeedBot, and hopefully in the next session we'll be talking more on the strategy creation part. So basically in this session we had an overview, okay, how algo trading works and what all things that you can do on SpeedBot. And maybe in the next session we will be able to create some of the option strategies as well, right? So for further questions, you can use the speedbot.tech help desk. You can reach out to us on our help desk page. So that will be useful for us to cater to your questions, right? So pleasure talking to you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your questions, and I hope this session was very useful for you. Thank you so much.